Hi guys, I'm Melissa. Thanks so much for watching CloudMom. Today's video is about dealing with meanness in young children, in toddlers. What can you do? What's effective? What's appropriate? And can they really get a message at a young age? So it's just more sort of an anecdotal video, but basically, we obviously have a lot of interactions between all of our kids, and hopefully, most of them are nice. Once in a while, someone says something that's mean, and we've always taken it really, really seriously because we want our kids to be kind, to be respectful of others, to understand that hurting other people's feelings is wrong and it's not appropriate. And we've always taken a very, tough line on any mean words or mean behavior, and never just said like, let them work it out. Some people believe in that, but we've never done that with our kids. We've always addressed it, when we were around. And we do timeouts, and, not so much as a punishment, or certainly not putting them in any sort of closed space, but putting them in our open living room and saying, we want you to take some time to think about what you did and it was wrong. And then it's become sort of more of a cooling off period for the child, and for us, the parents. But anyway, here's my little anecdote, and I'm going to tell you guys what I did, and you can tell me whether you think I did the right thing. So we have our two girls, they're 3 and 5, and we had not seen Frozen yet. So I had made a plan with them to go and see Frozen. And then one of them said to the other, before the movie, as they were playing and we were all getting ready, "You're not my sister." And this was the second time this child had said that, and I was so angry because I think it's an incredibly mean thing to say. I don't think it's funny, I don't think it's right, and I don't think it's acceptable in any way. So I looked at that child and I said, we don't say things like that in this family to anyone. That's mean, and it's wrong, and it's hurtful. And you know what? I want you to take some time to think about what you said, and you're going to stay home and you're not coming to the movie, because I want you to realize that you can't say things like that to people. And I walked out the door with the other child, and I left this little girl at home with her father and all the other kids. And we were in like these huge lounge chairs I had a soda and a huge popcorn. All in all, it wasn't so bad. No, I'm just kidding. But getting back to the point, did I overdo it? Was it a good idea to send a strong message? I don't know. We all follow our guts. I wasn't sitting there reading a manual or a parenting book. It just sort of happened in the moment. And I just decided I'm not accepting this behavior. Well, lo and behold, it has not been said since. And at lunch last week, the same child says, "You know what, Mom? You can't say you're not my sister. That's mean. That's not nice." And I was like, now, who's to say whether my punishment was too extreme? But that's what I did. And I'd like to hear what you guys think. Do you think I did the right thing? Did I go overboard? What do you guys do when one kid is mean to the other? What are the consequences? How seriously do you take it? And at what stage? How young? This was a young kid. So I'd love to hear. I really appreciate watching these videos on CloudMom. It's a complete joy to film them and to hear people's questions, and just having so much fun. And I will see you next time for the next video. Okay, thanks for watching.